Hey guys, Buck Premo here with ROQ US. I am at the Tech Center in Portugal, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the brand new ROQ SET, which is the standalone pre-treat machine. I'm going to go over some of the features that you'll find on this and the capabilities that you'll see. So let's just kind of take a deeper dive. I'll show you some stuff and then we'll go from there. Check it out. So we're using the same technology that we have on our ROQ Now and our ROQ Ready pre-treat machines. So this is an 11 nozzle pre-treat machine. We have two different tanks for the color pre-treat as well as the white pre-treat. We have this drawer here that I'm gonna lay the garment down on, and it'll shuttle in, get pre-treated, and shuttle back. The mask that we're using is gonna be a large mask. It's 19 and just under 19 inches by 27 3/4. And it'll have a smaller mask insert that you can put in there to do the smaller 15 3/4 by just under 19 inches. This is customizable. You can just order a special order depending on the size of the pallet. Later on in January, end of January, beginning of February, we will have that larger platform that I'm gonna be putting the garment on, as well as the neck tag platform. So I'll be able to pre-treat the neck tag area as well as my front. Yeah, I think that's it. We'll just kind of show you the process of it, and then I'll go over the display. Check it out. I'm at my workstation. I've got my ROQ GO or whatever digital solution I'm using. I've got a foot pedal here that I'm gonna step on. That's gonna open so I can place the garment, and then it'll go back in once I hit the foot pedal again. There is the option to use the display, but I'm gonna use the foot pedal because it's right here, and that's exactly how you're gonna use it. So I hit the foot pedal, it opens up. My nozzles come out of capping station if I haven't used it in a while. Open my garment. Once I've got the garment placed and it's ready to go in and get pre-treated, I hit the foot pedal. You'll see it go in. This machine can do 120 plus garments per hour. In continuous mode, it's gonna come out. Once it's done, here I would take the shirt, run it down the dryer, heat press it if you decide to heat press it. Kind of a couple different ways that you can do it. So here I'd pull the garment. I don't know if you saw in the video, but it did a double pass. So what that means is it's pre-treating in both directions. I can turn that off and pre-treat in one direction. Doing it in both directions, a double pass, it's going to speed up your production. Just like on our ROQ Now and our ROQ Ready pre-treat machines, you're gonna see that step. So if for some reason my spray pattern's not, like I've got a nozzle that's just not firing quite right, it's gonna step over and fill in that extra spot that I could possibly not have enough pre-treat. So that's kind of a nice feature that we've got that step. So we've got a nice even layer of pre-treat on this garment. I can adjust how much pre-treat I'm laying down. I can adjust what area I'm pre-treating, you know, how wide, how long, and that's all done at the display. So we'll kind of take a look at the display. I'll tell you a little bit about it and then go over some of the other features that the ROQ SET has. So let's take a look. All right, so on my display, your home page, you're gonna see current work, commands and parameters, your settings and your alarms. I'm gonna go to current work first. Here, this is where I'm gonna see how much pre-treat I'm putting down, how many milligrams, and then my area that I'm pre-treating. X, Y, I can tell it, again, how wide, how long I want it. I have pulse mode. This is where I would have to hit the start button every single time that I want it to move, or continuous mode to where once I load a shirt, I hit the foot pedal, it's gonna go in, get pre-treated, and then come back out. I have double pass, that is gonna be pre-treating in both directions. If I turn that off, it's gonna be pre-treating in only one direction. And then here is just the on-off button. If I'm using the foot pedal, I want it to be on. If I turn that off, it's kind of like auto is what I would call it. I would turn that off. So that's what you have under the current work. Under commands and parameters, this is where you're gonna manually activate certain things to where it's, I could turn the primer on, conveyor, blow, put it in capping station. I could do a slight purge, bringing the mask down. and then also the Y-axis of the print nozzles, or sorry, not the print nozzles, but the primer nozzles. And then opening and closing the drawer. I have a purge time that I can adjust in this menu, so how long I want it to purge before it actually starts running. This one's set at 0.1 seconds, so we don't want to waste a lot of pre-treat. Purge cycles, how often it's doing it, and then the amount of time that it's going into cap. Here I have a 0.1 second, so we're keeping those nozzles nice and moist and wet so they don't dry out. I can also turn automatic purge off. Going back out of there, I've got my settings page. Most of the time you guys aren't gonna get into this. This is where we're kind of doing the more technical stuff if you log in, but otherwise it's just the language and you can calibrate your screen. And then what alarms I'm having. If this light is on the top, that tells me that I've got an alarm. I'm gonna go here and figure it out. We just had a low pre-treat alarm, so we had to go grab some, fill it up, reset the alarm, and then it just picked right back up. So that's kind of what you have going on the main display. And then now I'm gonna go over some of the features that we have underneath, our tanks for pre-treats, and then some of the other stuff. Okay, so on this pre-treat, because we're using this on the ROQ GO, we have a light color garment and a dark color garment pre-treat. So I've got two different containers that I can fill up and choose to use either one. If I switch between light and dark, I'm gonna end up having to purge out all of the old pre-treat, run water through it to make sure that I don't have any contamination from one to another. I also have my waste container, so all the extra pre-treat that is not going on the garment would go into my waste. If the waste gets full, I'd get an alarm on the main page, and I just disconnect that and dispose of the waste. All this is pretty much standard for our other pre-treat machines on the Now and the Ready. You've got your filter. This filter has been upgraded to where it's not gonna leak. It's just a better filter for the pre-treat. Here I can depressurize the system in case I have to do any sort of maintenance or whatever. I've got my pump. Most of this is just kind of not things that you would really need to know about, but I just wanted to talk about a few features there. The waste, anything that is being oversprayed from the garment is going down into this waste tank. Anybody that wants any more information, visit ROQ.us, contact us, and we'll get you some information on this unit. This is an industrial pre-treat machine. This isn't what you're finding typically on the market. We know this thing works. It's gonna last a long time. You're not having the rusting issues that you would typically find on some of the other pre-treat cabinets. This is a great machine. It's proven on all of our other equipment. I'm excited about it, and hopefully you guys are too. Until then, thank you very much for watching.